I love it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another ToB Film Club. As always, I'm Julian, joined by Matt Torque.
Hello.
This is a Christmas-themed special. You can tell because my Mandalorian has his Christmas Santa hat on behind me.
Yeah, it's
I'm
way
wearing
back
my
there.
Winston Christmas sweater. It's very appropriate, season appropriate. We're going to be talking about Surviving Christmas, the 2004 PG-13 Ben Affleck vehicle. But before we do that, obviously want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is that you are celebrating. We are done work until probably the New Year. Are you done? Do you have to go back before the New Year?
I do.
Oh,
I got to go back.
Every time I ask you about work, it's more bad news.
Yeah, I got to go. I have to do it. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
I got to go Monday, Tuesday,
Oh, my God.
Wednesday. When's New Year's Eve? Or New Year's Day I have off.
That's
Thursday.
Yeah.
And then I got to go back to Friday.
That's insane.
It's the worst.
Can
Like,
you just take Friday off? Like, is that an option
I want to be like, can I just work the Friday?
at home?
Or no, can I work the Thursday and take Friday off? Just switch days for me.
Yeah.
But, well, probably not.
Well, because this just like before, no
Yeah.
one is going to be working. You're going to be the only
No.
one working.
Yeah.
So, lame. Anyway,
Yeah, that's correct.
it's snowy here in Winnipeg. It's cold. We already have more snow than we had last year, which
It's
is
actually nice today, though.
Is it? I haven't been
Yeah.
outside.
You should go
I haven't
outside.
I haven't left the house yet. All I've done today. Here's what I did in terms of work. Okay.
Yeah.
I sent a handful of emails. We have technically afternoon off, but one of the sessions that we have on our calendars that I'm allowed to take part in, virtual yoga. So
Virtual yoga.
Yeah, so we hire. I guess the company hires like a yoga instructor.
Yeah.
She comes on camera and then like guides you through a yoga session.
Why
for
would
an
they
hour.
hire someone? Can't they just go on YouTube and just play a video?
I don't listen. It's great. She's actually really good.
No, I'm not saying she isn't, but it just seems like if you're a company, you're like, just go on YouTube and watch. At your
Yeah,
own pace.
normally that's what they would do because most companies are cheap as hell. But
Yeah.
I will say this: I got a sweater and a T-shirt from my company this year.
Oh, okay.
Got that for free, and then these yoga sessions have been pretty good. So I'm going to be doing more of those. I've decided I'm going to become a yogi.
I got
Feels
$50.
good. $50? Yeah, from your grandma.
in a card. It's $50, just a crisp red bill.
But remember that used to be felt like you remember when $50 used to feel like a lot of money.
Yeah. You know what? I held on to it for a week before I spent it because I'm like, what do I spend this on? Like, this should be for me.
Yeah.
And I ended up buying fucking cat food and some other bullshit.
Well, you
And I
talked
was,
about.
and I was like, this isn't fun.
That's not for you.
I was like, but I needed to use it. I was like, I'm not using the debit for
So
this.
my sister asked for. She's like, I want to. She's like, she's terrible to buy for. She's the worst.
Yeah.
No one knows what to get her. My mom has been struggling with this since we were children. So she's like, she wants to go to Montreal to visit her friend next, like in the new year. So she's like, get me a travel card or whatever. And I'm like, I don't want to lock her into Air Canada or WestJet or something like that. And then I was going to buy her like a prepaid visa because then you can use it on whatever. But then I realized that the prepaid visas charge you a fee,
Yeah, they do.
which is bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, cash has no fee, so I'm just going to give her cash in an envelope. And it's going to say, for travel only. Do not dare spend this on groceries.
Or just like a bottle of tequila.
Or anything. No, nothing. It has to be for travel.
Yeah, with the visas, I think it's like 7% if you like, or 4% if you take it out or like a withdrawal in an ATM.
Yeah.
And
You
then
pay a
there's
lot
like,
on for
yeah,
cash.
it's ridiculous.
But but either way, the prepaid visas, to me, it's like, I want to just give Visa $100 of mine to hold on to, and that allows people to use it online. Instead, I have to give cash, and then she has to fucking deposit it or something. So it's annoying. I don't know. I don't like it. Visa makes enough money; they don't need to charge me a like processing fee to buy a prepaid Visa. It's bullshit.
yeah, but buying a flight, jeez.
Well, yeah, unless I'm not gonna buy her. I'm like, here's the dates for traveling. You know how people like, you know how in movies, we're talking about movies.
Yeah.
But you know how movies sometimes it'd be like, especially older movies, it'd be like, I got plane tickets or I got
Well, this movie has it.
yeah,
Right
right,
off the start.
exactly, yeah.
Fiji.
Oh, man, Fiji.
I love that part.
It's the whole because he says Fiji so weird.
Yeah, you're like, Fiji. Where's this relationship going? To Fiji, first class.
Okay, yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we're talking about Surviving Christmas 2004. This is PG-13. The log line is: a lonely, obnoxious young millionaire pays a family to spend Christmas with him, and obnoxious being like I feeling the like key word of that logline. This is directed by Mike Mitchell, written by Deborah Kaplan, Henry Elfnott. Did I say Elfont? And Jennifer Ventimiglia. Stars Ben Affleck, Christina Applegate, James Gandolfini,
Catherine O'Hara.
and Catherine O'Hara, who didn't get the top billing in this, but
she's got
way more
another
famous now.
Christmas movie
Way more
that she's got.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's more famous now. She's great in this movie. I will say
she's pretty great in everything.
Yeah, no, 100%. I have lots to say about the cast of this movie. 5.5 on IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter 8%, not great. 31% popcorn meter. Do you know the distinction between those two?
I'd rather have popcorn, but
the tomato meter is by critics.
Okay.
So 8%.
Critics hated it.
8% of critics liked it. That's what that means.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then 31% is for the popcorn meter. That's like a fan score. That's what people give it. So 31%, slightly higher. This is pretty typical that the popcorn meters.
Man, combining those numbers are still a fail.
Yeah, even if you're generous, you're not
bad.
even averaging them. You're just like you're just going to add them on top of each other. Yeah. Okay, so this is the first time I've ever seen this movie. You said before last month when we were talking about Dark City that this is a movie you've watched from the past. You watched it again this year.
Yeah, I was a big Affleck fan growing up.
Yeah, okay.
I was like in that. I was probably like the studio for this one where we're like, oh yeah, loved Affleck and Clerks and all this, or not Clerks,
okay, so,
but
the
Kevin Smith angle to it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, put him in everything.
Jersey Girl.
And then it's just a string of shitty movies. So me and my brother, it was the running joke was like, yeah, let's watch everything and love everything that Affleck does. And it's like, never good.
That's so funny because I actually was like, I asked myself, what else was he doing at this time? So I looked it up.
Paycheck.
So this movie was 2004.
Yeah.
So 2003, Daredevil and Gigli, probably the bottom of his career. Everyone hated Gigli. Terrible movie, right?
Could be on a rewatch.
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I've ever done it. I don't think I've ever seen Gigli.
I have.
Paycheck, I do remember Paycheck. Here's the thing I remember most about Paycheck.
Not
cool
bad.
premise.
Yeah.
Extremely like sloppy filmmaking. I felt like there was a shot specifically I remember where a car with like sirens on it drives through this thing and the sirens go flying off the top. They get broken up, and then the very next shot they're back on the top of the car. So anyway, that's what I remember.
Can't argue
that's what I'm saying. This is a movie from 2003. That's what I remember from it. Okay. 2004, Jersey Girl.
Loved it.
Yeah, I mean that's it. It's
I loved
certainly
it.
higher on his. People like that movie. Then there's a 2-year break. 2006, Man About Town, and then in my opinion, I mean there's a bunch of other movies in there, but his like revival doesn't happen until 2010 with The Town, which is I think the movie that like
The Town was
resets his career.
Pretty sick.
Right, sick movie, absolutely.
I feel like you're missing some good ones.
Well, I mean, we can consult the full IMDb here.
When was Dogma? Pre Daredevil.
Oh, Dogma apparently is going to be accessible again. A movie I really like. Again,
it's great.
But it's apparently been very hard to find, or very hard to watch. Okay, let's see here. Dogma was 1999.
Yeah. Okay.
Reindeer Games was 2000.
Reindeer Games.
Pearl Harbor 2001. I remember seeing that movie in theaters with my dad and thinking it was boring.
Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Just
get me in a plane.
Jay and Silent Bob, Straight Back.
That's all I remember from that movie.
2001.
Some of All Fears, great.
2002.
I like that one.
It's a good movie. And then we're getting to kind of what we talked about already. And then between, like I said, 2006 and 2010, you got things like Smokin' Aces, which is a movie I like a lot.
I liked it,
but he's not really like
he's just
main driving force in that. Let's see here, Hollywoodland. He's not that into you in 2009. State of Play in 2009.
Yeah, nothing.
He's in an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. The Company Man as 2010, and then again, The
Town.
Town.
Argo kicks it off. Yeah,
and then Argo the year after.
Look at that run though. That run is good.
Yeah, so it's The Town, Argo.
Gone
I don't know
Girl.
what To the Wonder is. I don't think I've ever seen that. Runner.
Jimmy
Gone
Kimmel
Girl.
Live.
Jimmy Kimmel
He got back on Kimmel.
Yeah, there you go.
After like a 7-year absence.
That's right. And then he's in Batman. And that also
He's
takes
not
a turn
in
for the worse.
Batman. He is.
Sorry,
Batman.
then he is. Sorry, I should apologize. He is both Daredevil and Batman.
Yeah.
Some people really love him as Batman. I have extremely mixed feelings about him as Batman.
As Batman or Bruce Wayne? What do you like him?
I think
What
he's
suits him better?
actually.
I think he's a better Batman than a better Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne is so boring.
Yeah.
As like he's just not really. He doesn't really do anything.
He's just
a lot
rich.
It's a lot of
right?
like.
That's his whole line.
Yeah, it's like I'm rich.
It is a good line.
It's a superpower. I'm rich. But like, he's not like very charismatic or fun as Bruce Wayne. But then as Batman, he's got that physicality that's cool, and he's got like a cool look, like the gray on black.
He's a beast.
It's cool, but ultimately those movies mostly all fail. So
he's like just sad and depressing in a boring way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, okay, that's fine.
And then you have Robert Pattinson, who's sad and depressing, but in like a more intriguing way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the Ben Affleck of it all.
Okay.
I find him in this movie to be baffling. Okay. Here's what I wrote. I said Affleck's performance is bizarre. The movie is carried by the supporting cast largely.
Mm-hmm.
Literally every other performance, even the masturbating boy, comes off as more believable and again consistent. Because I think this movie in general is inconsistent. It's its biggest problem.
Well, his whole character, like, okay, so go back up to the log line.
Yeah.
You say, was it eccentric
obnoxious young millionaire?
Obnoxious young millionaire.
Which is, by the way, every young millionaire now is obnoxious. That's the new.
But also,
thing.
like, when I first watched way back in the day, I was like, he's just an ad exec, like the typical douchebag ad exec.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was a millionaire. I just thought he was just such a.
It doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, so he can sell eggnog, so he's a millionaire. I don't understand that.
Yeah,
this is what life was like in 2004. I guess I don't know.
But it was like those early days of like when an ad exec was cool, like obviously post Mad Men, but it was like, okay, we're back to being like this is the top
That's
dog.
what people want.
So maybe he was a millionaire,
yeah.
but it's like I never got the vibe that he was just a millionaire until like
his stupid apartment with his like dance floor size living room with nothing in it.
But but it's like. Yeah, it's just I don't know. There's something about the ad exec that's always funny to me. They're like, he's a
Well, they're like this idea that they're eccentric. They're very performative, and they're not really like honest with themselves or other people.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's kind of what they're going for. But again, I find the movie inconsistent because his characterization is inconsistent. Because
he's also like a tough guy to like.
Oh
the whole movie's. I think we can get into it later about why it flopped, but just mean spirited. It's just a mean Hallmark movie.
So I
and like the PG-13, it should have just went for the hard R.
Well,
and then it would have been something different.
So this movie starts with the opening montage shows people getting increasingly frustrated with Christmas, right? Like the wrapping paper. It ends with a grandmother climbing into an oven. Which is hilarious.
It's hilarious.
But like
the tone is
completely different from the rest of the movie. The rest of the movie is very straight.
This should have been a Farrelly Brothers movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's got like it has that opening montage feels like it belongs in Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
Not in this movie.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like it's so weird, or one of the reasons.
I like when he's calling the montage of like his friends, or he's calling the people he knows.
Yes, that's a
and he's like,
scene.
Well, what about just me and you? Well, your wife doesn't have to come. He's like, and I just started thinking about like just two guys spending Christmas together.
So funny.
Would be hilarious.
I also think there's another bit in that part where he's like, yeah, it's like, what do you mean we're not that close? I think we are.
Yeah.
It's good. But here, so I was looking over different stuff, and I was like reading different interpretations. A lot of generous reviews, by the way, on the IMDb.
Really?
Review. They're like, I don't understand why everyone hated it so much. Anyway, this Letterboxd review really sums up my feelings on Affleck's performance. It's one sentence long. This is by Fizzy Benelin.
Fizzy Benelin,
who gave it a 2 out of 5 stars. He says, it was never quite clear if Affleck's character was meant to be mentally challenged. and then there was a response to that said, I thought about this the entire time watching this movie.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And again, not say like whatever, but he comes off completely unhinged over and over and over again to the point where like I don't know why anyone would put up with this, because the movie doesn't set up this premise that this is a wacky world where wacky stuff happens. It's like this is a normal world with regular people, but there's this insane person in your house who is treating everyone like crap the whole time.
And then falls in love with
the sister.
And then it's like, why would she love him?
Who's a character, by the way, that doesn't come into like halfway in the movie.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. As soon as she walks in the door, I'm like, oh no.
Consuela.
That's good. Yeah, that bit's funny. It's I think you should be the maid or the cleaning lady.
The cleaning lady.
That's good.
Ecuadorian.
That's good.
Ethnicity doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's good. It's like, he's like, yes, that's right. You could be from Sweden. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So the main thrust of this movie that his girlfriend wants to leave him instead of going to Fiji because he's not family oriented enough.
Yeah.
I feel like does not like hold water.
No.
Especially because what we learn about him later about why he's not family oriented. It's like we get this big like touching moment later in the movie, spoilers, where he's like, my dad left us when we were young. It was just me and my mom always worked and we worked.
Can't go to coffee shops.
Right, went to this coffee shop place or whatever, this diner. And that's a sad story, but we don't learn about it until like the third act.
Yeah.
But the whole movie is based around this idea that he's only doing this because his prissy girlfriend was annoyed that she wasn't with his family or didn't want to be with her family on Christmas.
Yeah, he was just like out of spite.
Actually, by the way, speaking of something that's funny in this movie, which is his girlfriend's parents, how her dad is like gets so annoyed with the wife. It's like, shut up.
Yeah,
I don't remember you being this like stuck up. Whatever. Yeah. That's a funny bit. But and then also when they see him making out with her at the end, they're like, that's his sister. And then they're like, drive. That's good. There's some funny moments
There's
here.
Some funny parts.
But they're few and far between. I expected, like when I wrote in my notebook, I was like, oh, this is like the douchebag to like family oriented guy pipeline, right? Last year I watched The Family Man with
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage, right?
Yeah.
And that movie is like, I feel like tonally very consistent and like really it's like staged well because and has good pacing because he really takes a while to like go from being that absolute rich douche, because that's similar idea, to being this family oriented person, right? And it feels satisfying in that movie. This is so weird because he essentially starts at rock bottom at the very beginning of this movie. Like he's like, we're not going to Fiji, and then he's sitting alone in his massive apartment by himself and he's crying to himself basically, and then he ambushes his girlfriend's therapist at the airport. What an insane scene.
Like, I always love when that happens. Like, someone has to find the doctor or a therapist. We'll say for this example, therapist. And it's like the therapist knows exactly what to do. And it's like,
well, he's dealing with his kid. And that's funny. Like that, and that's the guy from Barry, I think, too. And
Stephen Root.
Yeah, really good character actor. Just like that's a scene that I feel like it has like Home Alone energy in it, but again, feels like it's out of a different movie because of that. Yeah,
it is interesting though. Just I like when he's like, "Who are you?" He's like, "I'm one of your patient's boyfriends."
he's like,
He's like, "Oh," and he knows right away.
Yeah, right.
I know. I like it because he's just clinging to something, but
it's oh man,
airport.
Yeah, and then in a chaotic airport. This is after 9/11, so there's the security stuff because I always like to watch movies that are pre 9/11, and then you get like people like walking right up to the gate, and like, what a fun experience that would have been.
Or we can just go to the counter and buy a flight somewhere.
Yeah,
can you even do that anymore?
I think so. I mean, maybe
I don't know if you can.
Yeah, you could go up to the customer service. I think like go to Air Canada customer service.
No, but like in movies, you used to be able to go to the gate.
Give me the next.
I'll take a flight.
Give me
next
a
flight out.
Seat on
and you're
this.
like, what?
Yeah. It's like taking a bus.
Yeah,
but it's not like that anymore. It's tragic.
Yeah.
Flying is just worse and worse. I hate it.
Yep.
So anyway, that stuff is insane. But they're like, he's not really on an arc because what I realized about three-quarters of the way through this movie, which was that he's not changing at all. Really.
No.
He's just convincing everyone else around him to deal with his bullshit.
Yeah. Just put up with me.
Yeah. He's like, oh no, you don't understand. I'm like I have big emotions. Like I like to display things in big ways. Like, he brings Christina Applegate out to like the park and lights up her tree, and then there's like all this like caroling and all this stuff, and she's like, her reaction, by the way, totally valid. She's like, fuck you. Yeah, you're an insane person. This is not how real people behave.
I'll never fall in love with you.
Oh my God. And then right. And then she does, which is, I feel, also completely unearned, really.
Yeah.
She's the only one, I feel like, for most of the movie, she's the only one who's like has any like making any sense. It's like, no, you should send him away. It doesn't like he doesn't belong here. And then eventually she like falls for his stuff. He's basically, I will give the movie this credit. He's a really good salesman. He says he could sell like whale meat to like FEMA or something like that. And I'm like, okay, funny line. That's like saying you could sell snow to an Eskimo or whatever. And it's true because he's literally selling himself the entire movie, and it's working. And it's like
it's working
to the point where it's like this.
He's also
be
paying
working.
them.
Well, yeah, I mean that's true. It is, because every time there's like conflict, he's like, "I'll up my price."
Yeah, price goes up.
Yeah. So at the end, I think he ends up paying them $350,000.
Yeah,
it's originally $250, and then I think it ends up being at like $350.
Yeah.
Which asked me, by the way, this is my first burning question.
Okay.
The Valcos accept the deal for $250,000 US in 2004 money.
Yeah.
What's your number to bring in
who am I? Affleck or the Falcons?
No, you're the family. And you have to you have to bring in this absolutely unhinged, insane person. Yet they say they lived at your old house, like the house before you did. You don't who knows if that's true. But they're offering you money.
Just for, how long is he there? Week?
It's 3 days,
3
right?
days?
Yeah.
I don't know, $250 now is probably fine.
It's still pretty good.
It's still pretty good. American?
Good. If for for inflation update, it's probably closer to like 300,000 now.
Someone was like, "Here's $250K for 3 days." I'm like, "It's gotta live." Yeah, fine. I don't have to tell anybody.
But you also have to do everything he says.
Yeah, that's fair.
The lawyer, by the way, is funny with his like
He's
general merriment or whatever. Yeah, that's a good like flat performance.
I feel like would your family have done it? Would they have let this guy in?
My family's very generous with their time, and around the holidays they always bring in like my sister's friends.
I feel like my family would have done it too.
They would bring him in, but like
I remember once we were in Banff when we were little, on a road trip, and we picked up a hitchhiker.
Whoa!
To give him a ride to the next town. Yeah, like a young kid.
A young family was like, "Here, sure, jump on in."
Give him a ride. It was like raining out.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I remember like telling some people at like a family party that later, and my mom's like, "Don't tell people that." And I was like, "What? Why? Give him a ride.
Why? We're nice people."
He's a nice guy. I was like, "I guess we shouldn't be picking up hitchhikers," but that's why it reminded me.
I feel like you know what? No, we should bring back picking up hitchhikers. Hitchhiking, especially. Have you seen the price of gas? Come on.
Yeah, but a lot of murders though.
I mean, is there a lot of murders, or is that just like a stigma?
I think there's a lot of murders.
No way. It was like in Dumb and Dumber.
How much would you pay?
He catches up to them 7 miles down the road.
That's great. Okay, so say you're Affleck. How much would you pay to do this?
If I had $1 million,
would you rent a family?
It's not even a lot of money anymore.
Would you rent a family though?
No, because I'm not a complete maniac like Ben Affleck's character is in this movie. No, I would just, first of all, it's implied that he has no friends.
Yeah, not one.
Which is, I mean, like no real friends, right? So I guess the worry would be if you had too much money, would you worry that like you would lose touch with like the, quote unquote realness of your friendships?
Like what does he do every night though after work? That's what I'd rather.
He watches that medium-sized TV that he has in there.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe does ballroom dancing on that massive like living room he has. I don't understand. There's literally nothing in that apartment. It's like one table and like one couch and a TV.
Do you think this movie should have been just him in Fiji and see what happens for Christmas?
See, okay, so
like
I guess if I'm in this exact premise, my girlfriend, who is a snoot, breaks up with me because she's an absolute snoot. She's like all over about that bracelet. She's like, and I'm keeping this bracelet.
Yeah, that is a good.
Missy is her character, his name.
Yeah.
And so if Missy breaks up with me because I'm not family oriented enough, and I've got tickets for Fiji, I'm just going to Fiji.
Yeah, I'd go to Fiji too.
He's like, oh, I got no one to be with on Christmas. Okay, well then just go to the beach,
chill on the beach, be a millionaire down there.
Right, and that'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This movie's got a lot of holes. I will say though, because I mentioned before that I had lots to say about the rest of the cast. I don't really have that much to say, but I will say this: James Gandolfini plays like the straight man here, like the grumpy guy, very, very well.
Yeah.
The scene where he's like, are you eating my salami?
The salami,
which is like very
like his meat.
Very soprano coded.
Yeah. And it's also very much like a dad thing where it's like, don't eat
not my gabagoo.
Shit. He's only got so much things, right?
Yeah.
He's also like might be getting divorced.
Yeah.
But it's like
he also buys that car, which is
the
funny.
meat means a lot to him. I get it.
So he's like, oh, we're almost out of salami. So he goes and he's like, you eating my salami? He's like, oh yeah, I should ask you if you wanted some.
Yeah, Gandolfini's great.
Yeah, but again, like Catherine O'Hara is I think probably the most consistent, like best performance in this movie. Yeah. She's clearly struggling with her marriage, but she's like open to this idea of this like crazy situation because A, there's a lot of money, but B, because why the hell not? She's got nothing to lose at this point, right? And again, obviously, like the masturbating boy or whatever is fine.
When he finds her photos.
Oh my god,
that's great.
It literally freezes him. Yeah. Like he's like, I don't know, I can't behave. Yeah. That's funny to me. But like,
I love when Gandolfini's like, or what I think Brian, is that a kid's name?
I think it sounds right. Ben and Brian.
Yeah, and he's saying because he's got to leave the room for Affleck, and he's like, how am I going to study?
Oh yeah,
and then Gandolfini's like, use your imagination.
Okay, yeah, because there's two bits on that.
Yeah,
because earlier
there's
he's
another
like,
joke.
He's like,
funny.
Your kid is upstairs. He's like on the computer. He's like, that's how he's gonna become a like professional in the future.
In his future.
Yeah, and he's like, listen, if they paid people for that, I'd be a millionaire at 13.
That is funny because that line
is in the trailer.
Well, and it's also like aged well because that's how anyone makes money now.
It's true.
It's
true, but also
he's
also implying that it's like the computer is just in the because I don't know if people remember this. Maybe if you're of a certain age, you don't remember this, but the computer used to be in a family room.
Yeah,
because you don't want to put it in someone's room because then they'll do weird stuff on it, which is exactly what happened. Like to be entirely honest,
it was
entirely accurate.
Our computer was in our family room, and I still did weird stuff on it. It would be like 3 a.m. Sneak down the stairs.
Right.
This is aging myself here. Dial up, echoing throughout the house, and I'm just like trying to hug the computer. I was like, and I was like, okay, not good.
That's funny. Okay, so like in the trailers, there's this scene of him like burning these like
his grievances.
Yeah. So, a quick question: do you have any grievances that you need to
I need to burn?
That you need to burn for Christmas? Christmas grievances?
No, I don't think so. What do I got to forgive someone, or what am I looking to grieve here?
Well, I just think is there things about the Christmas like there's things about the holiday season that like irk you.
Yeah, but it's not worth having to like burn a piece of paper.
It's not that hard to do.
No, but I mean like it doesn't affect me.
Oh, okay, yeah. You've already gone through the process of letting it go.
Did he? I'm just trying. I don't remember now. What was on his list?
I don't know. I didn't pause it. I don't think. I feel like I should have. Yeah. But it was like, if I recall it being like very, like lame stuff. Like it wasn't good. Like wasn't funny or clever or like interesting. Really, that's my recollection of it. But
should they have brought that back later in the movie to hammer?
Well,
home?
He does bring it later in the movie because he writes something.
Right.
He like forgives the family and then like throws it in the
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so good on the movie for being consistent, like bringing that back. Okay, congratulations on that.
Yeah.
What else was I gonna say? Oh, you mentioned the Catherine O'Hara like makeover, like and her being like on the computer screen.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, not sure how she gets on the internet exactly. We're not going to worry about that necessarily. But I think that the makeover bit, like that, like lasts over like a whole, second act basically of the movie, is crazy, unhinged.
How so?
First, that she accepts it as a good idea. That alone is from this fucking wackadoodle. She's like.
She wants to feel good.
I know. I just like the whole part of it's funny though because he's like, hey, can I ask you something? And she's like, of course, son, you can ask me anything.
Yeah. she went in for it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so funny. And then, and I will give her this. It's like, she does seem to like want to exude the like motherly energy. Yeah. And like is willing to like go along with it way more than Gandolfini, obviously.
Well, she's willing to put the work in.
Yeah.
And try.
But it comes off as genuine, I feel like, in a way that like it's not as performative as maybe Gandolfini's stuff is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the fact that she accepts it as a good idea, okay, whatever, I can believe that. But then the shoot itself is crazy because first of all, she looks crazy.
Yeah. She doesn't look good.
It's not a good look, and it's played like the freaking bit from Austin Powers.
I know, yeah. You're a lemur.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. He's like yelling at her,
and he's like throwing the camera around.
Yeah.
He fires his assistant. He's like, "Get out!"
Yeah,
like it's all this whole thing. And it's like, okay, that's funny on its own, but again, is inconsistent with the tone of the movie.
Yeah.
And then she comes home and he's bought this like sports car, and she's like, like, didn't we know someone who had one of these? She's like, oh, let me remind you. And she opens the front door so she can see the front seat. That's okay. Fair enough. That's a funny thing.
That is good.
That's a good line. But then she's like, oh, you look. He's like, oh, you look so good.
Yeah, he likes her.
I'm like, what the hell?
I was gonna say she looks so bad and trashy, but then he's like, hey, you look good.
And it's like, and that works. And that's why I'm like, this movie doesn't understand what it's trying to do. That's what I was like.
No.
It's confused in its own like messaging. You said before we started recording, this movie has no message. I agree. It has nothing to say.
Know what it is. Yeah, it's could be because I read something about how there was no completed script for this movie, so there was a lot of improvisation there.
Oh no, I don't think that. I don't think that suits Affleck well.
But also, it's like, how do you film a movie without a complete script?
I mean, it happens all the time now, even more so.
Yeah, but
I
like,
remember
how?
who was talking about this, and they're like, I think it was might have been what's his name? Avatar, James Cameron.
Yeah.
Talking about how like you have to like having the complete script like is like 90% of the work. It's like if you have a complete script, you can
stray away from
so
that.
much.
But like if you don't, you're just like
shooting.
All right, now let's just go with this. Now let's try this. And
yeah.
I think they all got annoyed at some point, but
I mean, if you have to, Ben Affleck is just like this like toxic positivity person like the whole time, but like also is an asshole.
Yeah,
it's like
he's not a likable guy.
Yeah,
and that's what. Yeah, the whole movie is it's too mean spirited. I think without it actually being.
Well, yeah, because there's a line where he's like. They're not like going along with it exactly how he wanted. It's like, I feel like I'm getting ripped off.
Yeah.
Or you're getting ripped off for your $250K because the family you enslaved for 3 days.
He doubles down on everything.
That's so annoying.
He paid for a family that's together, and he's like, you're breaking up? He's like, this is unacceptable.
Right. Yeah. He's like, oh.
It's kind of funny, but like, I don't know.
I liked the bits where they're in the car. He was like driving too fast and like.
Yeah.
But you kicked her out of the car. You have to wear the hat.
Yeah,
that's all very good.
Or the snowball fight when Gandolfini's like, throw it at me. And he's like, no, we're going. He's like, we're good.
I'm okay.
Yeah. He's like, no, throw it. And I was like, that's classic Gandolfini.
Yeah, no, that's good. And then he's like, and they come inside after, and he's like, we said no ice balls. And he's like, oh, did we?
Did we? Yeah.
Did we? That's good. Also, there's like this whole bit where they go tobogganing and they take. Yeah. They take a helicopter.
Yeah.
So first of all, $1 million, especially now, not as much money as it used to be. Second of all, to just hire a helicopter on a whim. They're in Chicago, by the way, this movie.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my second burning question. I'll come to that in a second.
Okay.
They go to a mountain. Which mountain did they go to around Chicago?
I don't know.
It makes no sense.
It was filmed in Cali, but...
Of course it was.
So, I don't know.
I mean, they go to some random mountain, which is already stretching credulity. No one really makes any like.
There's got to be a hill. They got some.
It's a legit full-on mountain.
Yeah, I know.
and then they're like, no one is like even batting an eye about the fact that they're in a helicopter, basically.
Well, he's an eccentric millionaire.
Yeah, and then they do basically the bit from Family Vacation where they go tobogganing.
Yeah,
and it goes way too fast and yada. It's funny. It's fun, but again, completely different movie that we're doing here. And then they're like, they go back and they're like all sniffly.
Mishmashed parts all thrown together.
I know. Okay, second burning question.
Yeah.
This movie's set in Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay. A la Home Alone.
Yeah.
Which city is more Christmassy? Chicago or New York?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with probably New York.
It's certainly more consistently shown up.
I'd rather watch a Christmas movie set in New York.
I like
I don't
the
know if that
idea
answers
of
your question,
Christmas. Okay, well, it does. I think for me, it's Chicago because it
more
feels
homey.
more like here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, it's like Chicago has this like, it feels more winter to me.
Yeah.
Than New York does.
Yeah.
It's
just
more
suburbs. I guess
to me, it feels more like grounded than New York. New York is always going to have like stories with, really rich people or very eccentric people.
Well, that's what this
movie is. I know it's doing that. It's like pulling that same thread.
Yeah.
But I feel like Chicago has more like grounded stories. So I don't know. That's my.
They're pretty close.
Sometimes it's like they could be interchangeable at some time for certain things. Okay, so I've asked you 2 of the 3 burning questions.
Okay.
This is like a 2-part one, but like, given that this is a pretty harmless Christmas movie, all things considered.
Yeah.
Why do you think this movie is so poorly received? Obviously, we talked about this a lot, but more to the point is, do we have more grace for bad movies when they're holiday themed?
100% we do.
Okay.
I think this one was released in October too, or just
yes,
around
I remember
Halloween.
seeing it.
It came out super early,
which means they had no confidence in it.
Yeah, and it was like, I think just poorly received just because of Affleck's fame at this point. I don't know. Like, he was doing bad movies.
Yes, this is a string of bad movies. This is one of them. Yeah,
and I think it was just the mean spiritedness of it, along with it just being Affleck and everyone just being like, he's just being Ben Affleck. Just like,
he was certainly doing what his Affleckness was at the time. This is not like, if you thought of Affleck now, this is not a role that he would take, or even a performance that would even like feel like it would be natural for him. I feel like.
I bet if he redid it now, it would be good.
The movie would be completely different now if you're going to do it again, I think.
But yeah, I think it's just, I don't know. There's funny parts, but it was just, there was no message. If you're going to have a Christmas movie, there's got to be something, but.
Well, at the end of the movie,
I
guess he does become more family oriented at the end of the movie, but it does feel like it does feel like the wrong
forced.
reason.
Everything's forced.
He's like, he's just doing it so he can get with the girl.
Yeah, another reason for him wanting something.
Right.
But
so what if this relationship doesn't work out? He's back to his
he'll just rent another family.
Yeah, I guess.
It must be nice to be rich.
I will say, okay. So speaking of the third act.
Yeah.
I think that having Missy's family come over is a funny, like, that to me, like, brings the chaos energy up a notch to a point where, like, we're back into whimsical land, because, like, and then we have the Mima or whatever, Peepaw Doodah, which is a really funny idea, and then they're like, oh, then it's a black guy, and like, okay, that's a funny, and then he's hitting on the wife, that's all that stuff.
Yeah, that was good.
Chaotic energy. There's like the whole like people coming in and out of the kitchen, and like all that kind of like slapstick almost comedy. That's funny, right? I was like, okay, I was on board for that. And but again, ultimately, it's just not enough. Like, it's just like that the landing, although better than the rest of the movie, feels like they wasted all their good ideas and they tried to like throw it all together at the end.
Yeah, I just think they just rushed everything on top of not knowing where to take it. It just seemed like they're like, hey, this is the idea. The guy's got a family he's renting, and let's just end up with the sister.
Right, and then the thing that breaks the family, they're like, because Jennifer's like, I'm gonna go stay in a hotel, whatever, is seeing Catherine O'Hara's like legs up or whatever.
Yeah.
In the Victory V, I think.
The Victory V, yeah.
I'm thinking about what are you looking at? It's like, I believe what I'm seeing is that's like very classic comedy stuff. But like, that's what breaks that's what breaks it for everyone. I feel like that's so weird.
I don't know.
Smashing the computer is also a good bit.
That was
like,
good.
He was so broken that he's like, he had to break the computer.
Yeah, the one thing he loved.
And then like, this movie does a very classic movie thing where whenever you need to find somebody, you always know exactly where they're going to be.
Yeah.
So they go to that play, and it's like, why would they even be at that play?
To support Doodah.
Yeah, but they don't even like Doodah.
What else they got to do?
I think he smokes weed earlier in the movie too. He's like, you smoking reefer?
Yeah. Doodah.
Yeah. Oh man. But the fact that he like, okay, because that's the thing. It's like, I feel like if I was the family, I'd be pissed. He changed the terms of the agreement by bringing in Doodah. Who said you could bring in a grandfather character? I didn't agree to that. Emergency
situation. He had to think on the fly here. He upped the money on it too, though. So
yeah, he did. And then they're like, yeah, he's actually a pretty good actor, which is good. And then at the end, he's able to be in a coffee shop again. That's like and then it just cuts to credits.
Yeah, he wants. Maybe that's what he just needed. Just get back in a coffee shop.
It's all just a long therapy session that cost him $300,000.
That's nothing to him, though.
I assume he does pay them, right? Like he does. Yeah. Okay.
I hope so. But what should he have done in the movie?
Like, what's a better
ending?
Like,
what's the arc for him? Like, what needed to happen? He loses all his money. He quits. Like, what does he do?
he needs to realize that you can't force it, right? Like that the family stuff, it's like you can find a new family, become a new family, all that kind of stuff, but it has to come from an honest place. This movie does not. Nothing about this comes from like an earnest place. No. He's like, at some level, he's like, he is desperate to be with people during the holidays, right?
Yeah.
Because he's sad about his mom, but
he's surviving Christmas.
But like, the way he does it is so toxic, and then the outcome is so positive. It's like there's no lesson learned here. You could easily see him doing this again next year.
Yeah, and you're like, I just need to be rich. Problem,
right? It's like
the problem is I can just smooth them over for a little bit,
right? And like, to be honest,
$300
$300 for a family, like a middle class family like that in the early 2000s. That's a lot of money. That's game changing money for that family.
Yeah.
You know, so I guess that's good. Like, that's nice, some charity work, I guess. But like, maybe like spread it out a little bit instead of just like giving it to some random family.
So you think there should have been multiple families, or is it just one?
No, I was saying, if you're gonna spend $250,000 or just donate it to an actual charity that can do good with that money, not just some family.
Yeah, but that's a boring movie, though.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not suggesting that would be the movie. Yeah. I'm just saying that his motivations are wrong, and therefore you have to reconfigure the movie around better motivations, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because like in the Family Man version, he's forced into that situation. He doesn't choose it. In this movie, he chooses the situation and forces the family into it, which is the opposite, which feels worse, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just I just can't. I don't see this movie being.
He's not different.
No, I know he's not different.
It's like he needs to be different in some way, and the only way that he could be different is by like accepting that he needs to be a better person. Like, he can't be forcing the stuff on.
Oh yeah, I know that. I'm just saying, like, how do they show that? What does he have to do in the movie?
Not.
You know what I mean? Like.
So I was worried. What I was worried about was that the movie would be like, the family would be like, we don't want your money. Or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
they'd give it back.
And it's like, no, you have to pay them after that bullshit. You have to. That money has to change.
And he just ends up even richer.
Yeah, it's like
literally,
and then wins the lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. That's the thing with these Christmas movies, though. In my opinion, it's like they're hard.
Well, everyone expects the certain outcome. Like, okay, hit
tropes.
Hit
nothing wrong with the trope.
It's a cliche, so hit them.
Yeah.
If it's a Christmas movie,
yeah,
I know what needs to happen.
And it's like, if you're gonna upend it,
he
at
got
least
the
make
girl.
It more fun.
Like, is that all it was? He just found love again.
Yeah, but
he bought it.
Wait. So he bought. Okay, yeah, he bought love with a different woman who's less materialistic. Yeah. He's like, the first woman was very materialistic,
but he had to pay more.
And and yet the end he didn't get that bracelet back, which was probably super expensive.
Yeah. And Fiji. What was your favorite thing about the movie?
The bit where he gets smacked in the head with a shovel is very good. And then he thinks he's like a like a firebug or whatever, like an arsonist.
Oh,
like
yeah,
the pyromaniac. And they're like, oh, you killed him. They're like, oh, great, you killed the guy. But what are the neighbors gonna think?
Yeah, that's good.
I also thought that like the introducing the idea that the family was getting divorced, I think, grounds the movie in a way that makes it much more bearable, right?
Yeah, if they didn't have that,
then it's like, what do we even do? We're just indulging this guy's insanity. Yeah. It already is barely more than that.
I loved Squeaky Stare. Is like my favorite thing that I still like reference.
Oh, we call it the Squeaky Stare.
You guys hear that? You know what that is? Squeaky Stare. Squeaks. That was my favorite thing.
Yeah,
loved it because whenever I hear
in my old
when he
house, breaks off the banister.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. That part's good.
Yeah. But like, that's all Christmas Vacation stuff. It just makes me want to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah. Is that your favorite Christmas movie?
It's high on the list. Yeah.
It's probably number one for me, and then I also like Four Christmases.
That's the one with Seth Rogen?
No, that's Vince Vaughn.
Oh, yeah.
And Reese Witherspoon.
What's the Seth Rogen one? You know what I'm talking about? It's like Hanukkah and
the
Christmas
night before
together.
Christmas?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
that's a good one. I like that one.
Okay, so on this one, though, speaking of Vince Vaughn and Favreau, because he's in Four Christmases.
Sure.
I saw that. So the guy who did, what's his name again? In this movie, who directed it?
Oh.
He did Deuce Bigalow.
Oh, Mike Mitchell.
Yeah. So he directed Deuce Bigalow and got this, but they were almost got Jon Favreau, but he
this
did.
would be so much better.
But he
movie with
did
Jon
Elf
Favreau.
instead.
Yeah,
And it's like,
smart.
he made one of the greatest
probably
movies,
the quintessential
movies.
Christmas movie that
Yeah.
people love.
That's timeless now. And
Yeah.
then instead, this is what
This
was the alternative.
first of all, it's not like Deuce Bigelow was a particularly
No,
great
but
movie either.
this felt like a Deuce Bigelow movie with certain jokes like that grandma's head in the oven.
Yeah. Which is
And-
like, but this is why I say I feel like this had like studio notes written all over. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, you can't go that. It's like they got that in there, but it was like they should have gone
Yeah.
more in that direction.
But I think Favreau made the right call.
Oh, 100%. 100%. That's 100%. Yeah, no, Elf is a great movie.
Yeah.
I don't love it as much
that
as everyone else
Is Elf
does.
Chicago or New York?
That's New York.
Okay, there you go.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's New York. I like, surprisingly, the Santa Claus movies.
Yeah, those are good. Yeah.
Tim Allen,
It's got to be something for
like-
a successful Christmas movie. It's got to be anyone in the family can watch it.
you got to have a charismatic.
But it's like
lead.
kids and adults both have to enjoy
Yeah,
it.
it has to be funny on multiple levels.
Yeah.
The third Claus movie is not great.
What about Fred Claus? Ever seen that one?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Where Vince Vaughn plays Santa Claus' brother, Paul Giamatti.
That's good.
Yeah. Kevin Spacey's in it. There's an evil lawyer trying to shut down Christmas.
I don't know. It's just like there's a million Christmas movies ultimately
Yeah.
at the end of the day, and I'm like,
What do you want to see in a Christmas movie? If you can you write one, what are you going to write it about?
well, that's a big question.
It is
If
a big
I was gonna
question.
write a Christmas movie,
Yeah. What would you have? What needs to happen in it?
I want my version of a Christmas movie. I would try to make it very grounded. Like, you know how we're like, this is all very wacky, silly stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want a wacky, silly Christmas movie.
Okay.
I want it to deal with the genuine emotions of the holidays, but the complicated nature of it, because
Okay.
it's not all fuzzy
So
feelings.
it's not a comedy.
It's not a comedy.
Okay.
No. It's got some funny elements in it. It's
Okay.
probably like, if anything, it's closest would be like a dark comedy or a dramedy.
Okay.
Right? It's about trying to, like, I think maybe, I don't know, I've just, you can only speak from the things you know.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
Maybe coming from a place of like, hey, you are trying to grapple with the idea of Christmas as an adult after having you're used to be, all the things you did as a kid
Yeah.
no longer hit the same, right?
Yeah.
And you're living on your own, and maybe you just see your parents for like an afternoon around Christmas, and it's like, what does that mean? How does it all come together? Where do you find the Christmas spirit
In your old childhood home. You rent it out.
That's right. Yeah. And also, I'm a millionaire.
Yeah.
And I live in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's grounded.
That's right.
Yeah.
A grandmother does commit suicide
Yeah.
in the
yeah,
beginning of the
yeah.
movie. I also like the bit in that opening montage where he's like giving to Salvation Army, and he just keeps giving more and more, like his whole
Yeah,
wallet,
yeah.
and then his wedding ring.
Yeah.
That's funny. And also, but I've seen that before, but it's funny.
Okay.
You know? Okay. You have any? Do you have any burning questions for me or final thoughts on this
No,
movie?
I think I just handed it to you there with the, if you could write a Christmas
Well, what would
movie.
you do with a Christmas movie?
Probably some kind of, I'd go the opposite of you then.
You
I'd
go
probably
wacky.
go wacky. Maybe,
Is it like involves Santa Claus? Because anything that involves Santa
Are
Claus,
you
is
out?
obviously
other
no,
than,
no, I'm fine
Okay.
with that. I'm just saying, like, it's obviously very different. If you include Santa Claus in something, I would say, here's the thing: I
Yeah.
like a grounded Christmas movie
Yeah.
that like has like a wink or nod to something whimsical, but is not explicitly so.
okay,
right?
okay.
You know?
So I'm just trying to think here. You probably haven't seen Trapped in Paradise.
No.
I don't know if it's a Christmas movie or a winter movie, maybe.
Oh, I like that. There's a
Dana
distinction.
Carvey, yeah.
Any-
John Lovitz
any John-
and
any,
Buscemi. Is it Buscemi?
What's his name? Black, the writer. All of his movies are set during Christmas, so any of those can work. Iron Man
Shane
2,
Black?
Shane Black, yeah.
Yeah.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, all of those.
Yeah, I think just a heist movie mixed with Christmas.
There's got to be already a Christmas heist movie.
Well,
That must
yeah,
already
for sure
exist.
there is. I mean, with Bad Santa, Die Hard, I guess.
Nah, it's not a
Is it
heist,
a heist?
movie. And again, while I agree that is a Christmas movie, I mean, like, when I think of a Christmas movie, it's not just like Christmas themed, you know? It's
Yeah.
about Christmas in some way, or about the holiday.
And family. Family is probably the big one.
I also watched 8 Crazy Nights the other day.
I
which
like
is
that one.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very weird basketball themed Hanukkah movie.
Sandler loves basketball. And Whitey?
Yeah,
Whitey's the best.
My God.
That's a technical.
That's
That's
a
my
technical
favorite-
foul.
Yeah.
That's so.
I might-
like,
we
what an
might watch
unhinged
that tomorrow.
character.
Yeah.
That character is so weird.
That's a technical. He's so good.
Yeah, hey fellas,
Yeah.
mind giving me a hand? And they're like, oh my god, those weird deer.
Yeah.
Everything about that movie is funny. Yeah. Anyway, you were saying?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a sports Christmas movie.
I like that.
Maybe
I
like a beer league hockey team's got a
Save the rec center.
Or like, save the rec center.
You gotta save the rec center. Gotta save
Christmas
the rink.
fundraiser. Maybe
That's right. And there's got to be some sort of like rich lawyer-y type.
Yeah, trying to shut down the rink.
Like, but we're gonna build an office building here, right, or something like that, right?
We're plowing this rink.
we're gonna build a mine for children to work in, and that's where
Christmas mine.
Yeah, the Christmas mines where they mine for
elves. I think that's all elves are. Are elves slaves?
100%. Yeah,
oh,
it's very problematic. They're the remaining. That's all that is left of the elf species is trapped.
Maybe that's what the movie should be about. Elves trying to escape
on the North Pole.
Yeah.
There used to be, we used to share the world with them equally, but now they only work for the domineering Saint Nicholas.
Yeah. So the elves have to escape. They're like the rebels in Star Wars.
Or is it like
they're
Great
fighting
Escape?
Yeah. I don't know. Do they make their own weapons to escape?
100% because they're toy makers.
Yeah, that could be good.
That's right.
I feel like they should have done
that.
But
there probably had been some sort of big rebellion before that was like stomped down, and then now everyone's afraid to do it again. Yeah.
Has there ever been a movie where Mrs. Claus gets kidnapped? I think Santa's been kidnapped before.
Yes.
But Mrs. Claus, though.
So this is like, I don't know. Again, all the ideas have probably been done at this
point.
Well,
we got to make up one.
I just don't. I can't answer your question about whether or not Mrs. Claus.
We can go hash it out over a beer.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, then let's talk about what we're doing next month.
Okay.
So, new year, fresh start.
Fresh start.
So, what does that mean? It's on the tip
same
of your
thing
tongue already.
It's meant for the last 40 years of my life.
That's right. We're gonna be watching a rated R movie. So enough of this PG-13 business. This is from 1997, so we're back into the holidays, and it is somewhat related to the current space right now because James Cameron has Avatar: Fire and Ash out in the theaters. Going to go see that on the 27th. Excited.
Okay.
And he is related to this film. This is Boogie Nights, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. And I can't wait. I've never seen this movie. I've heard it's amazing. This is one of, I think my understanding is, and also obviously PTA just released a movie this year, so there's that too.
I'm pumped for you.
Mark Wahlberg, Julianne Moore, Burt Reynolds. Oh, Burt Reynolds, sick.
Yeah.
Luis Guzman.
Yeah, man.
Great.
This cast is
John
great.
C. Reilly, Don Cheadle.
Don't spoil it for yourself.
William H. Macy. Wow. We just watched a movie with William H. Macy. I just saw him in something. Murder in the First. He's in that.
Yeah.
This is a movie that I've never seen. It's apparently one of PTA's more accessible films, maybe his most accessible.
Yeah.
One Battle After Another is also very accessible, I will admit. But I'm so excited. I've never seen it. I want
great
to see
soundtrack.
it. Anything that I should know?
Yeah, great soundtrack.
Great cast, obviously.
You know what? Go in with like a 2-3 beer buzz and enjoy yourself.
Okay. This is a fun movie. This is a movie
like
for
you're just
fun.
going to be like, you want to put yourself in this era. What is it, 70s, 80s? I forget.
It's got to be, whenever
it's 70s.
Yeah, 70s is when the
and
disco stuff was going on, right?
Yeah, so just go in and just be ready like you're going to a house party in the 70s in L.A.
All right, so wear some velour and
bell bottoms.
Yeah, some lifted shoes.
I think that'd be great.
Okay. This is like, so I think of like PTA movies. Most of them aren't really fun. I get Licorice Pizza's kind of fun, but like not really. So this is like a fun movie though. Like I'm gonna be having a fun time here.
It's very enjoyable and entertaining.
Okay.
And
this is like classic, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Okay. All right, so Boogie Nights. That's for January 2026. Until then, I have been trying to coordinate with Rachel. We're gonna do a Star Wars, like what's happened in Star Wars in 2025, a little recap, and then look ahead at 2026, as well as talk about Star Wars Visions. We're going to try to get that in sometime in the next week or so. On top of that, we've got the ToBs coming up.
The ToBs.
The ToBs. That's the ToB Awards. And so you got to start thinking about your top 3 favorite movies and top 3 favorite television shows that you watched this last year.
Okay.
Feel free to add as many honorable mentions or disappointments, anything that
Okay.
any thoughts or additional feelings you had about the year in there. And then I'm going to try to get Rachel in on that as well.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
And we'll do a kind of a bigger episode where we bring everyone together for that one. Again, as a bit of a part of that relaunch for ToB this year, kind of bringing the whole cast, the new cast together, and having a good time. I have done it once where we did it all standing. This is years ago. We did it all standing and we wore suits. Like an award show.
Yeah.
So we could try to do that again.
Okay.
Put a pin in that. No promises on that.
Yeah.
Because it's a pain in the ass to move
Bring
stuff around.
A couple chairs just in case.
Just a stool.
Yeah.
I'll sit on the stool though. I'll give Rachel the big chair. All right. Well, happy holidays, everyone, and we will see you in 2026.
Later.